Content warning. Descriptions of police violence. On July 11, 2020, 26-year-old Michael Culbertson was shot and killed by deputies of the Greenville County Sheriff's Office. Deputies had been searching for Culbertson for 2 days to serve arrest warrants for 4 traffic violations. The family warned officers that Culbertson may have a firearm. After finding Culbertson in a residential area, body cam footage shows the deputies rushing out of an unmarked vehicle with guns pointed. They failed to announce themselves as police officers.
Let me see your hands right now! Let me see your hands!
Seconds later, the team of 2 deputies and 5 special team deputies killed Culbertson as he ran away.
It's not okay.
The family says they were working with deputies, but never expected it to end like this. The shooting happening feet from Michael's grandfather's front door.
As Mr. Lewis came out there that night and made the statement to those TV stations that Michael came out of the woods, pointed a gun at his deputies, and they shot and killed him. That never happened. If you watch the video, he never pointed a gun at anybody.
He was a scared boy. They never identified themselves as police officers. I believed in the system. I backed the system up. And they let me down. And my child is dead because of it.
In an interview with the Greenville News, Culbertson's grandfather, Kerry Reese, describes the officers as aggressive towards him during the 5 hours leading to finding Culbertson. Reese believes that, prior to finding Culbertson, the officers were already agitated by how long it was taking them to find his grandson. This was a military op that they set up, they planned, and they knew what they wanted to do, Reese said. Why do you put people in there with rifles and that kind of firepower for a 130-pound boy?
I mean, it had to be excessive force. Why do you hunt a boy down all day for a traffic violation? He was trying to get out of there, and then they shoot him in the back.
In an interview with WYFF News, Reese says, "There's some other stuff that happened before that to make him come out of the woods. Some of that stuff needs to come out." Police forced Culbertson's fiancée and the mother of their children, Ariel Bowman, to lure Culbertson out of hiding. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office put her in harm's way as she was nearly struck in her car by a stray bullet. She then witnessed her fiancé's death in her rearview mirror. Paul Guy, candidate for sheriff, in response to the events said, "Exacerbating the situation in this incident is the callousness and cruelty shown in the tactics used by deputies in frightening and coercing Ariel Bowman into baiting him to come out of the woods by threatening to have DSS take away her children without proper justification, and, in the process, forcing her to become unwillingly and unwittingly complicit in and a witness to the violent shooting death of her fiancé and the father of her 2 children." Later in the video of body camera footage documenting Michael Culbertson's murder, Sheriff Hobart Lewis states that 2 of the most important core values at the Greenville County Sheriff's Office are sanctity of life and transparency. How can the Sheriff's Office claim to value the sanctity of life when it so clearly failed to preserve the life of Michael Culbertson? How can the Sheriff's Office claim to value the sanctity of life when it so recklessly put Ariel Bowman in harm's way as she witnessed the death of her fiancé? We demand justice for the family of Michael Culbertson and all those who've suffered violence at the hands of the Greenville County Sheriff's Office. This is why we must defund the police, invest in people.